Hey, how's it going? All right. Just to let everybody know, prepare. Oh, both my hairs are out of place here. Oh, well, we'll just have to deal with it. Didn't realize it. Anyway, uh, yeah, I'm going to go a little political today. So be prepared. Not just to be political, but I like the truth. Boy, his hair is just out of whack. Anyway, um, I want to hit truth as much as possible as my whole goal. I'm not trying to do a vote for Trump video, but I just want to bring out some points that I believe are fair points to bring out. And besides that, I'm not going to preach to you every time I get on here, because sometimes it's just we talk about life and what's going on. And I don't like to be so one-sided politically, but again, I like to know truth. You know, on the right, we complain. I guess I'm on the right. We'll talk about the Green New Deal, how we do not like the Green New Deal. On the left, complaining about the 2025, agenda, whatever that's called. And you know what? I bet you the right hasn't read all of the Green New Deal, and I bet you the left hasn't read the 2025 agenda or objective or whatever it is. What we do, we repeat a narrative of what we have learned or what the news media, whatever left or right news media we watch, we pick up that narrative, and we are so engrossed by the party that we spew out the same words we hear when we need to dig in things for ourselves. As far as the Green New Deal goes, do I want a clean planet? Yes, I do. But now to worry about cows having gas is going to ruin everything while we got jet aircraft flying all over the place. That's not the problem. The problem is the cows out there need to get rid of the cows and eat insects. Come on, let's be real. Do we need to? Yes, we need to find an alternative fuel eventually. We need to find it. But now, at this point in time, we need to be diverse. We need to use the gas. We need to use natural gas. We need to figure out how to use hydrogen, how to use electricity. We need to know how to use these things and use them efficiently. And we need to study into that. But I don't think it's right to make me pay a high cost at the gas pump to make me pay for whatever discovery or force me into this through my pocketbook and create inflationary issues. That's foolishness. And at the same time, we don't know who's pocketing the money for all this, because somebody's pocketing money always. Both sides, they're greedy. We need to find solutions, but we need to really seek the solutions that help people and not help political parties. But yet we don't want to own up that our own party may be at fault. We want to blame another side. Now, that's how I feel about that. Now, when it comes to the 2025 thing, again, I have not read the 900 pages, and I doubt if anybody else has either. I don't know what's good and what's bad in there. However, both the other night they had the debate, was standing up there flat out lying about things. Why do we want to support people that lie? Are they both lying? Well, we need to find out. I wish they would just go up there and state what they want to do and stop the name calling. Stop the insulting. Now, who won the debate, people say? Well, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, if you look to a winner as to who was able to manipulate their point or manipulate something, Harris did a good job of manipulating. But she didn't hit issues, and people will cheer for that rather than the issues. That smug look and that smart alecky look, that's uncalled for. Same as the name calling is uncalled for. So, like, if you don't like 2025, don't accuse this person that says they don't know nothing about it. Don't accuse them that they're going to follow it if you don't tell anybody what's in there and what's so bad. Vice versa, anything. Whatever, either side, let's get to the nitty-gritty on it. Now, I've said it before, I'm a Trump supporter, not because of Trump, because he is closer to my Christian values. And I'm telling you the things that I really didn't like. A lot of it was about Harris and the reason why. One, the two-state solution. No. All that will do is let Israel's enemies be right on their doorstep. That is only a step closer to the end. Now, do I want the end? I can't support all the bad things happening. But that is not the answer. And if Trump says that's the answer, I will disagree with that. Now, as far as the abortion issue, when she was saying, well, Trump wants to ban all abortions. You know what? You should ban all abortions. The only instance anything like that should be allowed is if someone's life is at stake. And that's common sense. So why was it painted out this poor mother laying there bleeding? What about the baby that gets ripped to pieces? Anybody, I'm telling you, if you vote for that, you might as well take a baby out and rip it to pieces and throw it in the trash. You support murder, and you will stand before God for that, for murder. I'm irate about that. People fall for that bleeding heart stuff. I don't want to see some woman laying there dying. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear about that. We have to have common sense. Let's be real. But murdering babies is wrong. Wrong. And it's an antichrist thing to do. I don't agree with Trump on his abortion stance. But it's closer. Now, I forgot where I was. No, another thing, it really, this bothered me about the whole debate was Trump brought up about Springfield, Ohio. And immediately that was jumped on by Kamala and the moderators, making it sound like it was some wild conspiracy theory, telling the entire country how foolish that was. Well, guess what? If you are interested, you can find where there has been reports, there has been people going to the city council about these instances, about the immigrants. They flooded the town with immigrants. They're driving around town running into things, not having license. They're being rude to people. They're getting in front of people in lines, in welfare lines. The people need help, can't get it because they're handing it to them. They are going down and killing the ducks and geese and eating them. There is a video of a woman being arrested by the police. And yet the moderators and Harris lied to the American people, and yet people will vote for that lie. That irritates me. That was a flat-out lie and a mockery. You can find people, you can find the police that are arresting this woman, and they ask what she's doing. She was eating a cat. And yet the moderators flat out lied to you, just like they've been lying about a lot of things. Does Trump lie? Possibly. I know he exaggerates. But those between the abortion, the Israel, with that going on, and with the infiltration, eating cats and eating, I mean, boom, boom, boom. These are things to be concerned about. And again, if I'm talking to anybody that's a liberal out there, you don't care. You could care less of a baby who was ripped to pieces, thrown in the trash. You could care less if a town was overridden with illegal immigrants and they were eating people's pets. You could care less if Israel had a two-state solution or not, because as long as your person got in there, you don't care because you hate Donald Trump. Again, I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to say go out and vote for Trump, but I'm trying to bring out some truth. Now, he brought out a point, and he's right. You know, the left speaks of all this hate. Donald Trump. Who brings forth the hate? Have you ever watched The View? Have you ever watched CNN? Who are the haters? Who are the haters? Now, if I said the other day on Facebook, if you look through a blue filter, you'll see blue. If you look through a red filter, you'll see red. If you look through the Holy Spirit, you'll see truth. Now, I'm trying to tell truths. I mean, Donald Trump did some say, and we don't know his heart. They say that he, all he cares about is himself. Now, who told you that? The media told you that. You've never talked to Donald Trump. I've never talked to Donald Trump. But the first time he was president, he didn't take a paycheck. And he, I believe, lost money through the presidency, not gained money. So if he's for himself, now the next thing is, he's taxing, or he's trying to eliminate taxes from the rich. I kind of think we all got a tax break, didn't we? That is a lie to just say, the rich is getting, you hate the rich. Quit. Do I love rich people? I don't know them. Should I categorize all rich people into a category? There's a name for that, I believe. Where you put everybody all in the same category. Can't think of the word right now. But anyway, those things are wrong. Did this man come to run is he for the country? Should we not want somebody for this country? Number one, let's answer some questions. Who do you believe will do the best for the economy in our country? Who will do the most to allow Christian freedoms? I mean, answer honestly. Kamala was using the terminology, go back to the old past. That reminds me of back when, what was the king? Was it Rehoboam or Jeroboam? The one that came after king right after Solomon. And he had some younger people and some older people to give suggestions. And he threw out the older people and took the younger people. It sounds like that to me. He's just talking old. Those things worked. They worked. We don't know if all this other stuff will work. And just like it was said, it had 3.5 years. And it didn't work. Now, I just wanted to bring up those things because I want to know truth. And if Trump is lying about something, I want to know it. Now, I think he does exaggerate. But honestly, you know where he stands. And I don't see where the racism. He tells you what he thinks. Why Why? Oh, he tells me what he thinks, so I don't want him running for the country. Well, at least you know where he stands. He's not flip-flopping on everything. One day I agree with this, and one day I agree with that. He did change from a Democrat at one time, become a Republican. But he didn't flip-flop. I mean, why can't we be true? Why can't we? I've said it before. You know, if Kamala would show me real things, real work, and lay them out, but she's got to support Israel. Got to quit supporting killing babies. Quit changing the wording. Oh, for the mother's body. What about the baby's body? How do you think God feels when a baby is getting torn apart? You think he just don't care? And I didn't mean to be totally so political, but hey, sometimes we just got to speak out. What is truth? Will Donald Trump get in office and he turn into the Antichrist and we don't know about it? Is Kamala Harris an angel in disguise? Kamala, I'm sorry. We don't know their hearts, but we can't just listen to what the news media tells us. And you listen to both sides, and they lean their own way. They spin it their own way. I mean, it sounds like if you listen to one side and then listen to the other, Trump and Kamala both are two different kind of people. But either way, whatever happens in this election, if Donald Trump gets voted in, I pray that our nation seeks God. If Kamala Harris gets elected, I pray that our nation seeks God. It all comes down to seeking God. Whoever gets voted in, that God is sought, and God is allowed. We are allowed freedom to worship. We're allowed freedom to serve God and not have some damper and not have those things hindered upon us. Now, one other thing I had to bring up. Now, Donald Trump made an accusation. He made an accusation to Kamala. He said, she wants to take our guns away. And she said, no, they have guns. Because that's one thing the right does. They jump all over and say they want to take the guns away. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, she has called for a buyback gun. Now, I'm not sure, but I think it's a mandatory buyback gun. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what has happened to every nation in the past that had that plan? How can you tell me you support guns if you want to buy all the guns from everyone? That is wanting to take away the guns. Oh, they're going to pay you for them. With whose money? They're going to use your money to buy your gun. So here's $100. I pay you. Okay, now I get $100 back. Come on. That's foolishness. 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 Is there a gun violence problem? Yes, there is. But as I said in the last video, it's the heart. But people do not care. They want who they want because they want their party. They do not look at what the other side offers. They refuse. Their eyes are closed. Totally, 100%. And I prayed to God. I said, God, if I am wrong, show me I'm wrong. But then when I hear about the Israel thing and the support of abortion and the whole thing about the immigrants, there are videos out there that show you, and people have gone to town halls about at this one particular town what happened, and then they showed a video of Kamala saying how they're supporting all this. I mean, Should people come into our country? Yes, but not the way they're doing it, and we're paying to move them across country. I know I probably ranted and raved a little bit. I didn't like to just sound like I'm a one-sided, totally right-wing nut job, but I don't like the lies. If there is a town somewhere and immigrants go there and they are eating these animals and somebody supposedly calls them up and somebody lies to them and they lie in front of the whole country, and yet people will support that flat out lie. You can go, these people are right telling about this. Yes, I saw it happen, and they showed this guy carrying a goose. They showed this woman getting arrested because she was eating on a cat. Who's lying? Who is lying? But it's okay if our side lies, isn't it? Either way, either party, we don't care if our side lies. We shouldn't be like that. But main point, we need to pray for Donald Trump. We need to pray for Kamala Harris. We need to pray for whoever leads our country. We need to pray that God will infiltrate their heart. We need to pray for the vice president. We need to pray for the Senate. We need to pray for the Congress. We need to pray for the Supreme Court judge. We need our nation under God. That's what we need. We need God in our nation. I'm talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Father of Jesus, Yahushua. We need that God as God of our nation. Many of these nations come in and bringing in foreign gods. That's not good. But we have what we call freedom of religion. And it does open up an opportunity to witness. We fail to see those opportunities too, I'm sure. But again, I guess I'm done ranting and raving. And it all, no matter what, if Trump gets voted in, I'm going to serve God with all my heart. If Kamala gets in, I'm going to serve God with all my heart. And whatever the consequences to whoever comes in, we're just going to have to accept those consequences, good or bad, and be a light wherever we go, that Jesus shines in our heart. Once we get our votes in, we can't take them back. We need to swallow our pride and ask God for direction on this. And we don't know, good or bad, what's going to happen through this. But either way, God needs glorified, and I'm going to try to wind this up and be quiet. I just hope I brought something out, some truth out. We've got to take the blinders off our eyes. And if we are on the right and we are wrong, and there's something on the left that's right, we need to see that. If we're on the left and there's something and we're wrong, we need to see that. We can't be so prideful to a party, or prideful of ourselves, wanting to stand up, thinking that we gotta seek God and find these solutions and be a country, again, that's under God. I'll wind this up. Have a good day. Bye.